Can you say your name, your age, and where you're from?
My name is Edward Shaughnessy, and I'm 50 years old from Easton, Pennsylvania.
Great. And can you tell us if we have your permission to show this to other people?
Absolutely.
Okay, great. So to start, can you tell us about what you did?
Sure. We started off here and traveled to essentially 3 different regions, it seemed like, and walked between towns and visited with beekeepers and slept in villagers' homes and one hotel in Ardahan, and basically did a lot of hiking and bird watching and visiting with local beekeepers.
Great. And what was your favorite experience on the trip?
Favorite is tough. There were so many interesting things that were happening sort of all at once. So I really enjoyed being in some of these small villages. It reminded me a lot of the farming communities in the Midwest in Kansas, where my family is from. And so that, I mean, even amazingly seeing a John Deere tractor, I know everybody was making fun of me, but my family loves John Deere tractors, and so seeing that was really neat. But I really loved the hiking, and I was a little worried that I would break down on the hiking, but it was really great. I really enjoyed that.
Okay. So what was your favorite moment of the trip?
Favorite moment? You know what I really enjoyed, and this is going to sound weird, the moment when we realized we were not going to be eating in the village where we had planned, because we had gone to visit one of the people's that was on the trip, a teacher that I think it was his father had or his mother had. And because we had shown up there just to say hello, and then sort of got sidetracked by the mayor of the village to go visit this really wonderful woman beekeeper, that the teacher's family then prepared this enormous meal for all of us, and we had to all of a sudden redirect and just eat, with 10 of us all of a sudden eating at these people's house. I thought that was just really fun. I just really thought that was great, and it was just an amazing moment of Turkish hospitality that I was astounded by. So that for me was really actually my favorite moment, even though it just seems like of all the things that went on, it seems a little odd.
That's great. And have you ever done anything like this before?
No, in fact, my wife and I really don't usually take these kinds of tours. We're usually very much more independent in what we do on a vacation. But because of the region and that we don't speak Turkish, and it was an interesting concept, we thought we would go ahead and do a tour, even though we really don't do these kinds of tours. So that was something that was unusual for us.
Great. And how did you think of Balyolu as an introduction to Turkey?
Oh, I thought it was fantastic. I mean, it's hard to say. I haven't been in any other areas of Turkey. We were in Istanbul just in the airport. We were going down to the southern part of the country after this, along the Aegean, and back to Istanbul. But to see the countryside and the villages are much more in an area that's not so tourist frequented was just fantastic. So we really loved that.
Great. And my final question is, what is something you learned while you were on the trip?
I learned that probably the best butter I've ever tasted in the world is made by Uzlem in a small town in eastern Turkey. It was unbelievable. So good.
Wonderful. Okay. So thank you so much for coming on the trip, and we hope to see you back here soon.
Thanks.